Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say Kalayim Yahweh Shema Shabbat Shema Kakodash, and the one is the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, GMS. Right, those are the brothers that I learned this truth from. And today we're just going to go through it, kind of a short indoor camp. Go into a couple prophecies, a couple scriptures, just close it out. So, it's the book of Sirach 39:1. Be he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies, right? And these are things that we do. Right, these are things that we do, right? Being occupied in the meditation thereof, seek out the wisdom of the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies, right? Because these are things, that we're commanded to do, right? That's one more thing I'm thinking of. It's like, oh, fuck. Did I lose it? There's one thing. It's that one. It's 28. Okay. I had to think about that for a second because, right. Because they say ancient, right? Yeah. Jeremiah 6:15. Were they ashamed when they committed abomination? Nay, they were not all ashamed. Right, it's Jeremiah 6:15. Were they ashamed when they have committed abomination? Nay, they're not all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore they shall fall among them that fall. At the time that I shall visit, they shall be cast down, saith the Lord. One level is talking about Babylon, the Babylonian captivity, people getting taken down. But now people in the same spirit today, man. They're in the same spirit today. The Lord visit this world with these chariots, these ICBMs. Thus saith the Lord, standing in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way? Walk therein. You shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we're not walk therein, right? Same as back then. We did. They didn't want to do it. And it's not that the ways are old, right? I mean, you go into it, it's like I say, word old, long duration, forever. Just the ways of forever. The ways that it's always been, perpetual, eternity. I will that is Wa. How. Well, yeah, that is Wa. Lam. Yeah. I will and then you got it here. I Wa Lam. That's a La. And that's the Ma. But that connected source I will they said we will not walk therein. Right? Also I said watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the solid trumpet, but they said, we're not hearken. And that's more things we can get into. It has a trumpet called, And the people have not been afraid, has been evil in the city, and the Lord has not done it. Right? The Lord causes, the good and the evil. Um, right? He will keep the sayings of renowned men, where subtle parables are. He will be there also. He will seek out the secrets of great senses and be conversant in dark parables, right? Parables of dark times, of evils coming ahead, right? And these are things that we get into. Lord willing, we be the hopeful elect. Yes, this is the book of Proverbs 15 and 14. The heart of him that understanding seeketh knowledge, but then all the fools feedeth on foolishness, right? And that's not what we do. We focus on seeking His truth, His wisdom, knowledge, understanding, but foolishness and the stuff of this world we don't focus on. Right? The heart of the prudent give knowledge, and the ears of the wise seeketh understanding. Right? Okay, well then we don't really need to get into the rest of that. For the Lord giveth wisdom, Proverbs 2 and 6. For the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding, right? And we know from Amos, I think it might be Amos. I think it might be 7 or so. Could be wrong, but it says, surely the Lord will do nothing, but He gives His secrets unto the servants, the prophets. So, He pushes His word and He speaks to His men. Well, then that's that. A wise man is strong. No. Yeah, James 1:22. Be doers of the word, not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. So, right, this is a part of it. Doing the work, teaching, coming in day out. It's part of it. That was that. Yeah, this is. I think I may have went into this already. Yeah, I got into that one already. This is the book of Proverbs 14. Yeah, they didn't get it. Proverbs 14:6. Scorner seeketh wisdom and findeth it not, but knowledge is easy unto him that understandeth. Right? And that's why we're able to understand things, right? That, scholars and researchers, the highest order, researchers are renowned, people with all these degrees or whatever, I'm saying renowned according to the world, they're not able to understand, right? Because of this, right? It's the book of Romans 11:2. The Most High, I'll say, start at the top. I say, then have the Most High cast away His people. Most High forbid. For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. Right? This is Malachi 1 and 2. I love you, saith the Lord. Yeah, He said, when hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord, yet I love Jacob. Right? So, He loves our people. He's not here for, all the nations. Yeah, we know there's no end to all the people. They're not going to be utterly destroyed. But, that's another one. Um, Amos 3, 2. You only have 3 and 2. It is word, Amos 3 and 1. It is word the Lord has spoken against your children Israel, against the whole family which are brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, You only have I known of all the families of the earth, and if I will punish you for all your iniquities. And that's why we as a people, we get punished so harshly, right? Because we're held to a higher standard. So you get punished a lot faster, a lot more harshly than these other nations. And I remember a brother brought out that the heathen are not punished as fast, but I don't know. Could be wrong. It's generally not explicitly stated. Alright, well, I know I found it before, but it just means that, he punished us a lot harsher and a lot faster than them. Could it be here? Okay, well, that's not it. These all still good precepts about the Lord being angry with us, though. Alright. Verse 2. The Most I have not cast away his people which you foreknew. Watch ye not with Scripture, saith Elias, with me against cessation. To the Most High against Israel, saying, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and dig down thine altars, and I left them alone. They seek my life, right? Because they were, they were doing that, literally, And likewise now, they still come against us, They're trying to, come up with these different allegations, we know, what these priests say about, how, when these time comes, these Jacob trouble comes, how, families are gonna start turning on us, mother, brother, sister. Remember Yahshua said it, he comes not to bring peace on earth, but a sword, to set a man at the variance with those of his household, and the man's enemy shall be the of his own household, So, that's starting right now, this truth. If you did tell your family this truth, makes, though they may look at you differently and look at you like you're weird or something, but that animosity is gonna come, when things really start to get bad. And that's why wisdom and knowledge will be stability at times, because there's no, right? That's why the scriptures are at rest, because there's nothing else that we have here, right? It's only deception, where even your own family can, betray you. Verse 4. We'll see if the answer of the Most High unto him, I reserve to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. And this is the elect, the chosen. Even so, then at this present time, also there's a remnant according to the election of grace. And if by grace there's no more work, otherwise grace is no more grace. But if it be works, there's no more grace, otherwise work is no more work. But then, as if none changed that which he seeketh for, but the election have attained it, and the rest were blinded. Right? So the election have, attained it, right? And that's these scriptures is knowledge, kingdom of the Most High inheritance and promises to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, but the kingdom starts with us, and it's truth. The tabernacle of David, coming back together, the northern and the southern kingdom, the hatred, the animosity, all that being gone, and us being together in this body, right? But the rest will be blinded and die on this side, because they're blind on this side. They're not going to understand. But as is written, the Most High hath given the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. Let's see if I can mess around with this lighting a little bit. Let's see if that's not better. Oh well. I don't have a better light. I have another one, but I don't really think it's gonna. Second one, I don't think it's really gonna. Let's see. Alright. I'm not gonna fumble. This is the book of Isaiah 28:9. Whom shall I teach knowledge, and whom shall I make to understand doctrine? Whom that weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. I talk about these scriptures and the milk. These different scriptures and precepts. And then in time, you go on to the meat. Which is more. These dark parables, these sayings, and things like that. Things not easily understood. Which may be easy for us, but it takes time, right? Hebrews 5:12 for one. For time you ought to be teachers, you have need that won't teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High. Words, cons of the law, and become as such as need milk and not as strong meat, right? The same thing with like a child, right? When you have a small baby, you don't want to give him the meat first because he'll choke on it and he'll die. I'm not saying that you're gonna die for the scriptures, but I'm saying that you don't want to pile on too much too fast. It takes time, and that's why they have brothers make the GMS homework. They start you off with like Judges, things like that, a lot of history, and then after that you go into like different prophecies and breakdowns, and different things that'll help you. For everyone that uses milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. But strong meat belonging to them at a full age, even those who by reason have used the senses exercised to discern both good and evil. Right? The experience, brothers. And it's all a growing process. Right. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little, and that's what we teach. Right? For stammering lips and the tongue, we speak to his people, right? And that's just a sign that we've been scattered because we speak, these different languages. But even though we do speak these different languages, it was a prophecy that this is the book of Zephaniah 3 and Verse 7, surely thou wilt fill me. That's your instruction, so the dwelling shall not be cut off. However, I punish them, but they rose early, and corrupt all their doings. They have wait upon me, saith the Lord, unto the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that may assemble the kingdoms to pour out many a nation, right? World War III. Even my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. For then will I turn the people, which is drawn back in time, appear language before the destruction, they may all call upon the name of the Lord to serve with one consent. I think it was High Priest Arya who really got into the Hebrew and broke it down. I could be wrong, but I think it was him. Of all our elders, to our elders, Abba Bivens, Elijah, which is for to come. We were able to, learn all these different things and get into, these different prophecies and things, right? And there's another one. It's the book of Acts 1 and 6. Right, this is what it's all about, right? And when they therefore will come together, they ask him, saying, Lord, without this time restore again the kingdom to Israel, Yahshua. Said to them, it is not for you to know the times of the season what the Father hath put in his own power, but you shall receive power. After that, the Holy Spirit has come upon you. You shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth. Right? And the othermost part of the earth is America, because uttermost means last, temporal cessation. The end of the earth, the uttermost part, the end of the earth, of the lowest, farthest, final end, the other end of the world, extreme, right? So the extreme other part of the earth, which is all the way over here in America. And America is in the Western Hemisphere. We're here. And let's see what we're doing with time. Okay. To go into all these, right? It's another one I didn't get. It's the book of Mark chapter 13. And verse 28. Now learn a parable, the fig tree when their branches yet tender and put forth leaves, that summer is near, right? So ye like minded, we shall see these things come to pass. No, it's not even at the doors. Actually, I'll go here. I go here. Right. Mark 13 and 27. He shall send his angels, check out his elect from the four winds, even the uttermost part of the earth to the uttermost part of heaven. Right. So from here in America, right, the whole other part of the world, which back then they didn't know even existed. Right. And this one here, this fig tree parable. Next over here, right? Now I want to parable the fig tree when the branches yet tender, put forth leaves, that summer is near. Right? So ye in like manner, we shall see all these things come to pass. No, that's not even at the doors. So when you see all these things right here, right? Wars, rumors of wars, the beginning of sorrows, we know that it's near. Like when we look at a fig tree, that the branch is tender, right? You see the leaves, that the season comes, right? But for us, the season is going to be everlasting season, which is the kingdom, right? A change, and you really think about it, the season is like a change in the world, but this one is going to be a change in the world in terms of, everything being changed, the world being refreshed, and, the name having the proper vibration, which is, was supposed to be happening, and, the kingdom, all of it. The names are going to be respected and feared all over the world, right? these nations are gonna go off, and we're gonna have to teach them, punish them, right? When they go off, right? Verily I say unto you that this generation shall not pass until all these things be done. This age, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away, right? So this age, these words are gonna be true. But that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, or the Son, but the Father. Take heed, watch and pray, for you know not when the time is. Right? Yeah. So that's what it is. We gotta watch and pray. That's a part of what we do. That's why we got all these different, precepts. Right? I think I got into this one, right? Blessed is the man, blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, watching the posts on my doors. These are things that only the elect are gonna do. They've been prophesied to be in the other part of the world, preaching, teaching His word. Us here in the Western Hemisphere, and we're out here teaching brothers all over the place, and going into it, right? So let that be that. Lo and edified. Shalom.